stores within that complex. That's pretty nice. I like these details. Alright, so lots of industrial demand. What's happening with our more traditional industries? They're still not too happy. We planted a bunch of trees around the dump, but that didn't seem to fix our problems. Maybe they need another park. Let's see. That's an abandoned building, that's an abandoned building. Is there a really small park I can replace that with? That's a large park. Large-ish. Still too large. Well, we could put a park in right here. Let's do that. Park there. Alright, that made those guys quite a bit happier. Alright, so maybe the solution is just more parks. Let's drop a park in here somewhere. Although it looks like it will require some bulldozing. Let's put a road up onto the wind farm hill. And that will require bulldozing one of these businesses. Too steep. Alright, so up onto the wind farm hill, and we'll see if we can make space for a park up here. Under the train tracks, can we rotate that around somehow? Well, we made space for more offices. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Let's see, if we extend this out a little more, will there be space for a park right there? No. Not quite. We could bulldoze some more of these offices. I mean, they're not very happy. The employees might not mind if we put them out of work temporarily. Alright, for the good of the office complex, we're gonna go and replace that with a park and zone the rest of this as office stuff. Alright, so a park in there. Now that we know that industry needs happiness buildings, this could change a lot. Okay, so let's see if these guys need a park. Where could I put that? Bunch of interchanges in the way. They've got a park up there already. Which do any of these guys need? Oh, this one's on fire. We could just bulldoze that, or maybe stick the park right here. I wish we had some smaller parks. And this little off-ramp doesn't seem to be getting that much use. We could bulldoze that to make space for a park. And Stitchy wants us to replace the wind farm with a dam. I suppose we could buy this region and then dam up this crater lake, but I mean, if this is a real situation, there's no way that there's enough water and water accumulation in the crater lake to power any significant hydroelectric. Alright, so I want to put a park in here somewhere. Let's see, these guys are actually doing okay. Nylon's Glore, Frank's Fish Stick Factory. Alright, those two businesses, unfortunately... Oh, well, but they are getting up to level 3 here. Okay, maybe I don't want to destroy any of them. What's this? This is a plaza with trees. The pollution makes that really ugly. A fire station. Perhaps we should move the fire station. It's at a really busy intersection anyways. Alright. What other kind of parks can we drop? A park with trees? I suppose we could just put a road in on this side, and that'll give us access. No, it's still too large. Alright, well, these people aren't very happy either. We can definitely give them a park. There's space for parks over here, I think. Just start sticking parks in haphazardly. Right, that made those people a little happier. And bulldoze some of this stuff to make space for a park. Let's see. Alright, fine. Put a park in there. And these guys need a park as well. Looks like they already have a park. Or, what is that? Oh, that's some sort of a monument. It's not doing quite enough to make them happy. Let's stick a larger park in over here. Valkyrie wants us to consider a loop road in our industrial one-way area. Alright, let's have a look at that. Our traffic is pretty bad here. So this little area is fed by just one road because I wasn't expecting this industrial area to grow so much. But now that it has, we do need to open this up. A multi-lane road might be enough, but it would require that we demolish all of this stuff. We could give them maybe direct access to the highway. That would be interesting. And we wouldn't have to demolish quite as much. To give them direct access to the highway, it would just mean connecting them up right here. I wonder, how much of a demolition job would I need to do for that? No demolition required. Alright, so we'll give them an alternate exit out of the city. Let's see if anyone takes it. They do. Not much traffic caused by that either. And if people want to enter the city, so if they require goods, let's see if we can just drive in here too. Okay, so we destroyed one thing. Let's see if anyone uses that. Not exactly a popular off-ramp. Oh, there was one car that used it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, did that do anything for our traffic? Not really. These guys are still trying to leave, and if they leave here, they have to go onto the highway, so that's not the best option. Everyone wants us to create more exits and build frontage roads. Well, I don't know. I'll admit we do have a bit of a traffic problem. But our city's still humming along. We're at 49,000. Let's go build out some more offices and see if we can put in an airport. So, more offices down here. These people seem pretty happy with the offices they have. Put that out. These guys need water. Oh man, they're all abandoned. Ah, we don't have enough water pressure. Alright, so let's put in another water pump or two. That was definitely an oversight. Let's just drop it up right here. Better make it 2, just in case. Traffic is going to be horrific the larger our city gets. That's going to be true. Alright, let's drop another sewage treatment plant. Alright, so hopefully those guys won't stay abandoned for much longer. Traffic's gonna get worse. We could go on a massive demolition spree and replace this whole line with a highway. A highway with frontage roads that everyone seems to want. We did leave some space for that there, and we'd probably only need to demolish this little central area here. The problem with the highway is we'd have to make a lot of space for on-ramps as well. Right, these guys are still abandoned. Do they have water coverage? They do. So that stuff should fix itself soon. Let's see. Yeah, new stuff is being built. The abandoned buildings. Wow, that's pretty scary. That's quite the abandoned high-rise. I'm sorry I let things get so out of control. The poor people who moved in there. Alright, anyways, these stuff will be reclaimed on their own. There's no intervention needed from us. Alright, so we're almost... How do I check when our next upgrade comes? At... Population. Outside connections. Just our industrial zone that has any outside connections. Milestones. Alright, so we need to get to 65,000 before we unlock the airport. So let's go and build out the rest of this. More office buildings and more high density residential. So we can make this inner area office and then the outer area residential. Let's see, we'll just use this tool here. Maybe we'll use the spray tool instead. There we go. And this first little stretch will be offices, but we'll also split it over to residential. Cool. And we're going to leave that space for the expo and whatever other special buildings we want, but we can definitely finish this area out with some more commercial offices and maybe some more residential. And leaving space in the middle in case we want to drop some other stuff in there. That seems fine. Plus we are on a bit of a slant, so that'll give us some extra room to play with. Alright, now we do have the highway here. We can make this a curved road. That. And are we eventually going to buy this region? Doesn't look the most appealing, so let's just build right along the city limits then. Alright, so, well, a central road to open up some more tiles. Let's see. Right off the 6th lane to here. Alright, so more commercial. And more offices. Do offices right along the 6th lane. Central highway. And then we'll do commercial along the inside. And then on this outer ring, so long as we have water. We do more or less. We'll put in some residential. And how's our schooling doing now that we've pushed out a lot more residential buildings? These guys need a school. We can definitely drop an elementary school in, and they also need a high school. So, an elementary school somewhere over here. And we'll drop that maybe right here. And we can give them a park too while we're at it. Maybe the small playground. And then a high school. Where can we put that? Ooh, I bet people would love to have a high school right next to the science center. Well, maybe not most people, but there are going to be some keen students who'll be really pleased that they go to school right beside the science center. Alright, so let's see. High school. We can, and right by the stadium. Alright, so something for everyone. There we go. Ah yes, and so Avalon Black Ops is saying that commercial makes noise, and indeed they do. So we want to put some separation between the commercial and our residential, which currently, well, I guess we'll just put offices in this area then. And we can maybe zone this as low density commercial. Just for some grocery stores or something like that. Alright, we'll put offices on this inner ring here. Yeah, there we go. How's our population doing? We need another 15,000 before we can get up to airports. Are we going to expand down further south? This area looks pretty boring, it's just more flat land. So we'll build right out to the city limits here again, and then if we want to buy a tile, or we've got plenty of space to expand over here before we buy anything else. Or we could buy the tile directly to the north and maybe start up another industrial park and get a cargo shipping lane. That would be pretty cool. I haven't played with that yet. Let's see if we've unlocked any special buildings. Is it time to put out the Expo Center? Alright, let's do that right now. Maybe not right beside the high school. But if we want the happiness radius to cover the most relevant buildings, it will have to be near the high school. Alright, right next to the hospital, the science center, and the high school. Or we could put it slightly over this way. Does require some demolition. No, we'll just put it right there. Alright, so right beside the science center and the high school. And we'll put in some trees too, since I did leave a few extra spaces. There we go, that's nice. Alright, now, do we need another subway station here now? One subway station here. We could build one out right here for a little closer to the expo center and the hospital, but I don't think that's necessary. These guys, though, probably would like some buses. Alright, so, why are we running low on garbage capacity? We need another incinerator. Alright, let's go and build out an incinerator on this side, maybe right by the rail tracks. Alright, so we'll build out a road. Right over here. Build that over to, say, here and connect back in. And then we'll put an incinerator over here. Not enough space. Alright, we will go and drop another road. Here. And put a bunch of incinerators along this line. And they need water. Be sure to hook them up with that. Hey Shrek92, thanks for the compliment on the cleanliness of my city. I think I'll have to stop the stream at the hour because I do need to get a reasonable amount of sleep. So what we'll do is build out some bus routes for the new city area, and then we'll do a quick flyby, maybe follow some of the buses and end off the stream. So let's just make sure everything is in order. We've got enough electricity, enough sewage treatment, and water availability. Our landfills are full. We're into incinerators now, and we have enough incinerator capacity after building those two guys out. Our health is fine. We've got tons of capacity compared to the sick. Our death care is also fine. Tons of crematoriums available. A lot of our buildings are high level here, so residential, the majority of that is level 5? Level 5. Commercial, 75% level 3. Offices, more than 75% level 3. Industrial, though, only a third is up to level 3. And we want to get as much of that up to higher level as possible, since our workforce is mostly very educated. Let's continue going through these graphs. Pollution. All of our pollution is centered around our industrial center. Population density. We've got a lot of density in our new city. A clump here and a clump by the university. Outside connections all from our industry section, and a couple buildings here and there. What building is this? The Mega Shopping Center imports goods, that makes sense, and another Mega Shopping Center. It's for export. It's the only export we've got going is fish sticks. Oh, and the odd appliance store, some goods. Alright, what about tourism? We're trying to center a bunch of our tourism down in the new city area, and we do have some tourism grouped up in the old city, including some private industry, as well as our high interest tower. That's interesting. I wonder why the Gigastore qualifies as a tourist destination. That's kind of weird. Alright, well anyways, let's go get those buses done. Battlemonger says most streamers don't know how to make a good road system. Honestly, I don't either. I think I glossed over the traffic, but we've got some traffic problems. It looks like a real city, but things aren't flowing as nicely as we'd like. Okay, so I want to put in some more buses. Right now we have twice the number of people, more than twice the number of people are using our excellent subway system. So let's try to augment that with some nice buses. Put in some bus stops to feed some of the new neighborhoods here. Let's see, we'll feed the left side here off of these two subway stations. So, a bus line here will swing up to this other subway station, swing into this residential area. Let's say right over here. And then we'll run through the center of this residential area. And let's see, do I have a road running down the center here? Alright, yeah, the buses won't take the 6 lanes, or maybe they should. Well, they would have access to more of the towers if they run through the center of these blocks. Alright, so that's probably enough for this bus route. Let's see, we'll add one more stop here. Swing it around to this subway station. Or near the subway station. And then we'll complete the route. We'll add a stop here. Stop. Well, and we'll complete the route. Alright, so that's a nice looking bus route. We'll also go and change the bus route color if we can. I think we have to deselect stop. We'll make this the red color to match the subway station that it's coming out of. Red-ish color. Alright, so now we'll set up a bus line. I think I want another stop down here. No, that's fine. They can walk. That's fine. What's a block? Alright, we'll send up a bus line internally and then also crossing into this area of the city. Okay, branching off of this subway station. Head over to, let's see now. This shouldn't be so hard because I don't have too many one-way streets. Or maybe it will be a little difficult. Okay, so we'll just follow the direction that the bus wants to take us in for now. I don't like the look of that. Ah, that's a dead end. That was the problem. Alright, so bus stop here. Bus stop here. Here. Over the outside, so slightly different philosophy from our last bus route. And over there. And we can't place bus routes where I want them to on this road because that's my one way. So let's cancel this stop. We'll take it inside. Add a stop there. And then we'll swing up the center here. Add a stop. And our one-way street here, we thought we were being pretty clever, but it actually makes it fairly difficult for people to get around. It hasn't caused us any major traffic headaches though, but planning this bus route does make me realize some of the errors in my original theory. Alright, well that still looks good. That's a nice looking blue bus route. We'll go and make that a little bit of a darker blue color. Okay, so Max, this is not the final release version. It's a preview version, and I requested it from someone who I know at Paradox. They're really pushing the whole promoting the game through streamers and YouTube, so a lot of people who stream or make videos got access codes. Alright, so that's one bus route there. We'll send one up to this quadrant, one up to that quadrant, and then we'll have one serve the center of town. So this one subway station can service a second bus route. Let's see, maybe on the other side of the street. Sure, let's do that. And we'll swing around. This will be the one that serves the center of town. At a stop. Maybe at a stop over here. One right by the stadium. By these commercial towers. And then we can start looping back. Over by the Science Center. And let's see. Maybe not exactly there. Stop here, and then we can loop right around to here and finish the route. And we'll change this color to a much darker blue. Like even more towards black. Alright, and then one bus leading out to here. Did I put a stop in by the subway station? I don't know if I did. Let's do that. I think we can drag to create a stop, right? Well, let's see. Stops. Drag stop to move a stop. Okay, we already put a stop in there, great. Alright, so we'll put a stop in over here. We'll swing that around. Drop a stop here. And start feeding into this residential area. Now, did I make myself a dead end here? Yes, I did. So we won't send the bus into a dead end. That seems like a bit of a waste. And we'll swing back out the same way. Put another stop in there. And let's see. I don't want our bus route backtracking. So let's cancel that stop. Well, maybe we don't have a choice. We'll go in here. And the bus route is already doing something really weird here. Why is it looping around like that? Okay, so it's just I placed the stop on the wrong side of the street. Alright, we'll go in here. Over this way. And then we'll complete the route. We can have sure a stop here and complete the route. Alright, and what color do we want to make this line? Let's go and make this into maybe a greenish line, but a darker green. Alright, so we've got 4 bus routes. We just need a bus route for this area, and that'll branch off of these 2 subway stations. Okay, let's see. Over this way, over and around to here, here. And into these blocks. And out. So that's a really short bus route, but not all bus routes need to be long. People are pretty happy about it, and we'll go and select a new color for that. We can make this guy yellow. But maybe a grayish yellow. Alright, cool. Now let's follow some of those buses around and see if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Alright, let's see if we can spot one of our buses in the wild. There's one. Alright, so there's a bus. We'll go and follow this guy. And we'll probably, so as not to make anyone too dizzy, we'll follow that at a lower speed. Alright, so there's a bus stop for picking up some passengers. Wait, follow that bus. And without messing up the camera, alright, there we go. And this will give me some time to read the chat. People getting on and off the bus. The bus isn't full, so that's good, but it's still definitely being used. Chicken Walker, lol, asked if I'll be playing Civ 5 anytime soon. So I have a deadline for a lot of work on at the beginning of April. So when April comes around, I'll have more time for streaming, and I'm definitely going to go and revisit some games that I've played previously, including Civ 5. So we'll definitely do some Civ 5. So people love this bus, but we don't have enough buses running, and I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I do have only one bus depot in the city. Let's go and find that. The bus depot is in our old city. It is this it? This is the bus depot. 101 bus depots, or buses, are using this bus depot. There's nothing that leads me to believe that the number of buses serviced by a bus depot is limited. But from a realism standpoint, I suppose if we've got a large city that's essentially in two halves, this area of the city could probably use a bus depot as well. Let's put a bus depot out over by the incineration plants. Bus depot, let's drop that maybe over here. Are these residential or commercial towers? Let's check that quickly. They're residential, okay, so maybe those guys won't like the noise. We'll just put that over more close to the highway. Yeah, that'll be fine. Ooh, and those incineration plants. Okay, so this probably isn't something that's modeled by the game, but this is a very impractical placement. So my garbage incinerators are spewing soot and smog into the air, which would definitely, if this was real life or simulated in any way, lower the efficiency of my solar plant here. But that's a story for another time. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it off in about 5 minutes, and what I want to do is just follow some people around and see how they live their lives in this medium-sized city. So let's follow this guy right here. He's about to get into his car. Oh, it's a girl. Sophie Walker. We'll be following you for the next 5 minutes. She resides, a highly educated young adult, works at the high school, resides at the Autumn Residence, and is going to the new commercial center. And she's walking. That's cool. There's one of our metro stations. Is she going to use the metro? Awesome. Okay, so she's waiting for a train. Let's see how long she needs to wait for. We've enacted free public transit in our city, so there's no reason people shouldn't use transit here. Seems like she's waiting for the subway for quite a long time here, unless this is the new commercial center that she's at already. Let's see. Nope, she's just waiting on the platform. The platform is relatively full of people flailing their arms around. Right there, she's getting on the train. Let's turn follow mode back on. Okay, Metro Line 4 zooms along at a decent pace. No traffic to contend with, despite multiple lines using the same tunnels. That's nice to know, and I love how the camera just jumps over these whitewashed, semi-transparent buildings. Alright, so she's getting off. Let's see. Rotating around. Oh, nope, it was just a train slowing down. Letting some people off. But not our friend, whatever her name was. So I don't swear for comic effect, but if I'm playing a competitive game, or I make a mistake that I really regret, the odd curse might escape. But I don't swear for general communication purposes. if that's what you're concerned with, Farming Ninja. Alright, so the young lady we're following around, seems like the subway's not really working out for her. We have too many stops and it's taking her forever to get to where she wants to go, which is this shopping center thing. Unless we started following the train and we stopped following our original citizen a while back, we might just be following the train now instead of the person. Alright, let's give up on following her. We'll follow one more person above ground, just so we can actually see the full beauty of the city. Let's follow... what's this? The bug spray van. We'll follow the bug spray van. Where are all the pests concentrated? Okay, so apparently this building here has got a bit of a pest problem. Whoa, did you see that? That van nearly tipped over. And we've got a bit of a problem intersection here, but I've yet to see a traffic accident. I don't know if that's something that can happen in this game. Ah, and there's our bus picking up some passengers, trying to merge in. Really, guys, you should yield to that bus, or the bus can just sort of clip through you. That works too. Alright, that bug spray van's kind of boring. Let's follow that dog. Alright, is the dog following? The dog's task is to follow its owner, and it's doing a good job at that. They're going for a nice little walk. Let's speed things up a little. Ooh, the dog's taking the subway. Alright, let's see where the dog goes. Can I switch this over? Uh-oh, where'd the dog go? Oh no, I lost the dog. Alright, let's follow this donut truck. Sorry, Aswells. We missed our chance to name that dog. If we see another dog as we follow this donut truck, we'll name him and follow him around for a little bit. Our industrial center is quite the eyesore. That's a lot of air pollution we're pumping out. I do like the look of our little overpass though. That was the first overpass we ever built in the game and in this city. Still serving us well. Relatively so anyways. And we just lost a donut truck. Is this the donut factory then? Fine Fashions. Alright, I guess maybe Fine Fashions put in a special call for donuts. But I do like following people around the city. That was not a very... we weren't really gathering a lot of information about the city, but it does get you a nice sense of what it's like to live inside a city. I remember when I was in middle school playing SimCity 2000, and then I don't know if any of you remember the game Sim Streets, but you could load your cities, your Sim cities, into Sim Streets and then drive around in them. The graphics were really bad, but it was a lot of fun. Sim Streets, you had like missile launchers and oil slicks. You would run around shooting other cars. There was an awesome bluegrass radio station that would play on the in-game radio. Good times, but this is definitely a lot better for diving into your city. And you can use this to see how effective your transit's doing, but we were just sort of goofing around there. Anyways, that's the end of tonight's stream. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to be streaming some more of this tomorrow night, as well as some Off-World Trading Company multiplayer team games. So I hope to see some of you then. If you are not following me on Twitch and you'd like to, friendly reminder that you can in fact do that. I also have a YouTube channel and I'll be posting these videos over to that channel. If you want to see the city from the beginning, you're also welcome to subscribe to me on YouTube. Anyways, that's it for me tonight. Hope you all have a excellent night or morning, afternoon, wherever in the world you are. And if you are somewhere where daylight savings time is a thing, do remember to change your clocks that don't automatically change over. Alright, good night everyone.